Sometimes I feel it's so difficult to sometimes go back to back meetings, and especially if in the meetings you have the same intense conversation. Intense means very intense. Like we are talking about some significant changes in the society, or we are talking about how capitalism is really ruining our life, or we are talking about how CNG or the compressed biogas or compressed biomass can be used to solve the whole problem of fossil fuel, which is going to finish in next 50 years as per some data. So I'm happy, but sometimes it becomes very intense. Yeah, but I'm happy that I'm surrounded by those people who are building these kind of conversations on compressed biogas, or conversations on how to use the biomass. See, understand one very important thing. I don't know whether you are looking towards it or not, but you have to understand one very important thing is that the world is dependent on, the complete world is dependent on fuel. You take take any war on the planet Earth, and when you take the war on the planet Earth, and imagine that if there is a war between two countries, and imagine that one country has no access to fuel, no access to transport, no access to various several whatever things available on the planet Earth, especially to run their ammunitions and run their vehicles and run their fire for food. Everything is like no one is putting wood to put fire, or no one is running mechanical vehicles here on the planet Earth. Everyone is running on fuel, right? Everyone is running on fuel. And the fossil fuel, now we all understood the diesel and the petrol, how it has really very respectively using the word, how it has really fucked up the whole atmosphere. Really fucked up the whole atmosphere. That's the reason when you are in city, or when you are in deep city where there's a traffic, and if you go, when you look up, you are not able to see the stars. If you are in the city, deep city, where there's a traffic, and when you look up, you are not able to see the stars, right? The stars are not visible. Now the stars, just not the stars are not visible, that doesn't mean the stars are not there. Stars are there. Of course stars are there. But the stars are not visible because of the deep layer of pollution. Deep layer of pollution. Which is absent in mountains, which is absent in certain parts of the city also, where the pollution is less, the traffic is less. So sometimes I feel it's so important for us to understand the importance of fuel, and the way you use fuel. And the dogs have come, and the puppies have come. The puppies, hey champion, idhar aa, hey champion. I always feel happy to get surrounded by animals, because animals, they have zero expectations. And anyone who has zero expectation is pure. The very word expectation means impurity. The very word expectation, it means when you expect something from someone else, it means you're impure. That's my understanding. But coming back to fuel, yeah, it's like I'm happy as a PR director of Bhaskar Energies, who is so active. The Bhaskar Energy is very active in terms of converting compressed biomass into biogas, especially in methane. Because CNG is something which is commonly used nowadays in vehicles, and the way CNGs are moving, the way CNGs are moving, the way CNG vehicles are moving, and the way CNG as a gas, it has huge potential. And if we are not dependent on the fossil fuel, that's a different story. It's like, because fossil fuel ultimately is going to end one day. It's like there's a limit up to which we can dig the earth and take the fossil and take the fuel from it. So there has to be a process where we convert compressed biomass and convert into a biogas, which is there. It's like, and I'm happy that we have those technology. The same technology is being used by other companies. Oi, champion! Oi, no. हाँ, ये चढ़ गया टेबल के ऊपर कुत्ता कुत्ता हाँ बैर आ रहा हूँ. Let's see what they're doing. हाँ मार देगा वो, मार भी सकता है. सर रहने दो ना, जाने दो ना सर. सर
वो खिंचवा रहा है, देखो उनका भी मन है, देखो वो भी है ना, प्राणी है यार.
हाँ लेकिन जाने
फिर हमें तो झेलना ही है ना, क्योंकि हमारे ये सब कुछ है.
मारणार नाही का सर? मारतो ना सर, राहू दे ना सर, कशाला काय रिस्क घेता? आपल्याला खूप काम आहे सर सीएनजीचे. आपल्याला खूप काम आहे सीएनजीचे, राहू दे ना सर. हा जा बाय बाय बाय. हा चला, थँक्यू. हा थँक्यू. हा हो 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 थँक्यू. हा नाही थँक्यू. हा नहीं इतना क्या, इधर उधर ऐसा ऐसा सिंग हो जाएगा ना, ऐसा 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 देखो सर, ऐसा ऐसा सर.
अरे भाई भी खाते दोनों भाई. ऐसे जानवर से लाभ क्या है? तब से क्या
I actually asked the person who actually handled him, and he said that Praveen, this sometimes he just gets angry and sometimes he just hits. So better to stay away.
वाट बघतो तो. हा महाराजसाठी.
वाट बघतो मारासाठी,
त्याने केलं होतं.
है ना? वाट बघतो मारासाठी.
नाही पण मी सेल्फ डिफेन्स म्हणून प्रेम करत होतो. मला सांगायलाच माहिती आहे.
Hey champion. Hey. माझे बाबू माझे बाबू माझे बाबू माझे बाबू माझे बाबू माझे बाबू माझे माझे बाबू.
या आरती टाटा.
Da 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 dee dee da da.